wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Oh, it's you, cutie. To what do I owe the honor of your visit? Are you here to peruse the library? Or perhaps you're here to visit a certain someone? As considerate as ever, I see. Alas, what rotten luck. You just so happen to have caught me in the middle of some important work. I'll have to treat you to afternoon tea some other time.
Wait, you're actually busy? With work? That's not a sight you see every day.
You're right. The last time I was this consumed with research must have been way back at the academia. I haven't done this much thinking for a long time. It's rather exhausting. If you're that interested, why don't you join in on the fun? What do you say? Want to help me relive my days as a scholar?
It's not polite to pawn off your work on other people, you know.
Is that a no then? It will be quite the rare opportunity to work together, and you would of course be generously rewarded. As you probably know, the Knights of Favonius have long conducted research on alchemy. But most of that research has been carried out in a laboratory setting. The public's knowledge of alchemy is quite minimal. Which means that up to this point, most of our research and discoveries have remained quite distant from people's daily lives. We've put a lot of mora into the research, but have very little to show for our efforts. Noting this disconnect, Jean decided to start an initiative where we'd share the fruits of our labor with the people. For now, that means introducing them to several different kinds of alchemical potions. As it happens, I already have some experience with this work. Even though I usually work at the library, I have lent my support in the past to the management of the Knight's potion supply. Potioneering was also one of my academic specializations back in the day, so Jean thought I was the best person for the job. But to create potions practical enough to support the daily needs of the people, a lot of adjustments had to be made to the ingredients we use, and the overall alchemical process also needed to be simplified. All in all, what started as a relatively simple research project soon evolved into something exceedingly complicated.
So, are you asking us to help you with your research?
No worries. I've already thought of the perfect job for you two. Alchemical practices are becoming more and more advanced, but there's still a disconnect between our research and the general public. What we really need is to collect feedback from the people. Otherwise, we won't truly know if we're satisfying their needs. But if we want to conduct research and collect feedback at the same time, we need to go about things in a more efficient way. So, I thought the best way to do that would be to open up a potion shop. That way, we could continue to handle the alchemy side of things while also being able to interface with the public and understand their needs.
Oh, it's like killing two pigeons with one stone.
Well, of course. And who better to take on this job than one of the most accomplished among our ranks, the Traveler? When I was at the academia, students would often help. I'm sure my cuties wouldn't want to miss out on the opportunity to experience that sort of youthful enthusiasm.
Yeah, you make it sound nice and all, but Paimon still thinks you're just looking for a way to pawn off your work.
I knew I could count on you. When all our work is done, I will personally see to it that you're generously rewarded. All of the initial preparations have been made, so let's head to the shop.
Things are going so smoothly today.
Windblade!
Wish me luck. This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
This is the shop.
Wow, looks like you've made a lot of preparations already. Did you do this all by yourself?
It was a group effort. A whole bunch of knights helped out. Jean secured the initial funds to open the shop. Albedo and Sucrose provided the ingredients and equipment needed to brew the potions. and the logistics company is handling the provision of all future supplies. Now with your help, it's like an additional weight has been lifted off my shoulders. The Knights have been busy spreading the word about our shop over the past few days, so we should be ready to open once we've finished our final preparations. Okay, let's not keep everyone waiting then. Why don't you take these ingredients and try your hand at brewing a potion? Oh, looks like you finished your potion. Now, all we need to do is put it on display for sale.
Looks like we're done with all the prep work. Why don't we take a short break over there while we wait for customers to arrive?
I'll race you there.
Oh, seems like everything is going well. You've already sold your... As for what potions you should brew next, we'll need to consult the news from the market. That means staying up to date on the latest news and trends to try and anticipate people's needs. It's an essential skill when it comes to business.
That sounds kinda hard.
Don't worry. What do you think? Have any ideas on the kinds of potions you should sell next? Go ahead and try to cultivate some herbs then. Bioalchemical processing can infuse herbs with different effects and properties. Using different herbs in the brewing process will, in turn, alter the effects of the potion. All right, cutie, why don't you get started? Seems like you've gotten the hang of the cultivation side of things. Ah, I should probably mention, a knight from the logistics company has arrived. She'll be the one handling the provision of all future supplies. You should go have a chat with her in a little bit. And after that, it'll be your time to shine.
Yeah, shouldn't it be our time to shine? You know, the three of us? What about your role in all this?
My role? Naturally, it was to ensure my cuties had all the business and alchemy knowledge they needed to succeed. Okay, I'll be rooting for you. Good luck.
Paimon knew this would happen.
Greetings, Honorary Knight. Greetings, Paimon. My name is Breda. I'm a knight from the logistics company. It's such an honor to meet the famous traveler and her loyal attendant.
Wow, Paimon's fame is really spreading across the land! One small correction though. Paimon's her companion, not her attendant.
My apologies. I guess I got a bit carried away after hearing all about your exploits. It's just like something out of a novel. You're practically legends at this point. I'm a bit jealous, actually. I'd love to wander the land in search of adventure like one of those knights you read about in stories. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping at least. Anyway, we've got some prep work to wrap up, right? My orders from the acting Grand Master are to support your business in any way that I can. If there's anything you need, just let me know. You're in luck. I just got a new batch of provisions.
feel like running. Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Dark Knight hero.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening? Anyway, it is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Dark Knight hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend, but just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
Outside.
There's a strange wanderer near Wolfen.
Bet you can't keep up with me! Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! No escape! Windblade! A reward on the road. Windblade! Let it rain!
Come a little closer.
Let's dance. Ouchie.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero? Look no further. It's me! I am the Dark Knight hero. You're right, I'm not. I was joking. Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own two eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the dark...
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good, so I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow.
Guess what I did next? I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight hero. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius's residence. Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from...
Yes. But I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello?
My hero! Oh, sorry. Is it that obvious? Oh no. What am I going to do if Master Diluc ever finds out?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. That I really do not know. Perhaps it was fate? You know, when you meet someone and it feels like you've known them your whole life.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him. It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero.
Huh? Atengala.
The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
After managing to steer clear of the guard's patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose...
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight. Now then, Mr. Dark Knight hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original, like... Captain
Pie?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead, I assume so. Unless you're aware of any other Dark Knight heroes. The Knights are, for the most part, and I cannot trust them to take this matter over. That's not my point. I'm not doing this to impress anyone. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask...
Oh? What is it, Master Dilu?
You must keep my identity. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know...
What's that sound? Yeah.
They appear to just be small-timers. I cannot afford to lay... Remember, don't tell a soul.
Hey, you're just gonna...
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is...
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf...
it's nothing.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in this... Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived.
Oh,
Why would you lie to me about that? Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation. Some things are best not discussed. Duty calls. I must...
seems like Huffman has something he really wants to say to you about the Dark Knight hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him. Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you... Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The situation is... Here, take a look at...
Jeez, what horrible handwriting. Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some...
Indeed. Although this is... Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight. If you find out anything at all,
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order? This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away! Master Diluc! Just now, we were at the Knights of Avonius, and...
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order. I'm aware of it, though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
What?
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends beyond commercial matters.
Great! So, what's the plan, Master?
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyssal. They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to... If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights. After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Ooh, the Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time.
There is a way. But for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order. It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one, since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops.
Wow, seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish then? How do we un-gibberishify it?
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds.
dance. Yeah.
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind of place the Abyss Order likes to camp. Come on. There's no time to lose. This is the place. Abandoned ruins like... Come on.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Let the show begin.
You're in for a little shock. Yep.
Time for retribution!
surrender and I'll be gentle. You?
Verdict
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
I am no knight of Favonius. Now start talking. Your plan, what is it?
I see you received our letter. But if you think I'm going to let you in on our secrets, I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
You appear to have misunderstood the situation.
Did you just use a pyro vision to shoot fire from your hands? Ah, it burns!
Let's see how long it takes for you to crack.
Stop! Stop! Please! Pain! I beg you! Make it stop!
Playing dead won't help you. That fire was nowhere near strong enough to... Oh. He seems to have passed out. Hey! You
It burns! I'll talk. This order. They will march on the mon. That's everything I know.
That's it? Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare. I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the...
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say,
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went, Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's people not to tick off under any circumstances list. I'll protect us.
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon... Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight hero is proving to be something of a headache. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is? No, that would send a signal that the Knights are in favor of the Dark Knight's hero's continued presence in our city, which we are not. Encouraging this kind of individual heroism undermines the Knight's authority.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
Find out the Dark Knight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony. Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan and
Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you...
Yes, Captain Kaya. But Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today. But Paimon doesn't understand. How is Kaya so sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible. Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to...
Yes. About Kai. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get...
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are all we need to do now is think of a counter plan. Patience. Let me think. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
What's an alabla?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
Oh, come on. Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery.
So many mist flowers. Correct.
So, are you certain the...
Oh my goodness. Don't worry.
Huh? What's...
Please, excuse me. I must...
What's he gonna do with the...
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery... Sure enough, they discovered that the...
So the new bat...
No, not potent in terms of it. Slimes need to extract elemental energy. So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble...
Yikes! What was that noise?
Oh, cold. So cold. Oh, Master Diluc.
Marvelous work.
Marvelous.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower
Wow! It really has a...
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there.
And then... How long does it take before... Holy moly, it really does
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We better get rid of them before they recap.
Go, Baron Bunny! No one escapes my sights! Ah! Wingblade!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Yep. Yeah.
Come a little closer.
Let the show begin. such a powerful effect. All right, so can you tell us?
Yes. The plan is... And so, I expect it to...
Are you? You're the only...
I have persevered alone from the start. Now, I alone must face what...
Well, if you already made up your mind, but until that moment comes, we...
I am indeed indebted to you.
Let's wait until evening to meet Master Diluc at the tavern.